evening, all my fellow pressure washing friends out there, window washing friends, and cleaning industry friends. We have a special guest tonight, man. Mr. Mike Knott is joining us tonight. And Mike, we're just going to give it a moment, man. Let you introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm working the business development department for a photo software called CompanyCam, which is actually as opposed to most softwares based out of Nebraska. So we're right in the middle of the country. My recommendation is you don't need to visit, but it's very cheap. So yeah, other than that, I guess a little bit about why I'm here is CompanyCam as a software is built to be the #1 documentation tool for the contracting space, right? We found that for the most part, regardless of what kind of software you might be using, what kind of CRM contractors are using, there's this massive missing piece, which is organizing and managing the actual job site documentation. We're in industry non-specific, software agnostic. So we play in a lot of fields, but we have our primary verticals. The one that we came out of was roofing exterior. We were started by a roofing exterior company here in Nebraska. Same as I'm sure a lot of you guys are feeling. There's just that piece of actually getting photos from your people or trying to find a photo. You know, if a customer calls you 3 months later, says like, hey, I need to see that initial documentation. I just realized my siding was chipped, or my roof is leaking, that sort of stuff. It was impossible to find that kind of stuff. So we came out of that vertical, roofing exterior, and have since just branched off into everything, right? Like it's kind of exploded into really any of the trades, anything to do with like residential or commercial photo documentation. Specific to your guys' industry, as you might see, like roofing exterior and then pressure wash, soft wash, they kind of jive together a little bit, right? You guys you're working on the roof and the exterior of people's houses, and so we've just kind of seen over the last year and a half, your guys' vertical of pressure wash, soft wash just kind of take off organically without us putting too much energy in it. So, I mean, that's kind of why I reached out to Jamie. I heard about the event and next week, and I was like, you got to let us be there. And he was cool enough to fit us in. So that's kind of us.
Yeah, and I'm excited you're coming. And, after I talked to you a little bit and we talked, you did it, we went through and you did a video demo with me like you're going to do with these gentlemen tonight. I was like, we got to do a live video and show the guys that don't know about this what it is and what it can do, because man, this solves a lot of pain points for us in this industry. It really does. So when you get through and you show you guys, Mike's gonna go ahead. He's gonna show you like a little bit of some demos tonight of kind of what CompanyCam does. It's a little bit more than just taking pictures. So I was kind of blown away, man, when you showed me the power that it had behind it, but how simple it was at the same time, right? It's powerful, but it was like I was like, man, this is like awesome. So yeah, I'm like, we got to do a live video, man. Like we got to show this out. I want guys to see this before Myrtle Beach, man, because I'm like, I can't wait. It's too long.
Yeah, no, and it'll I'll run through the software a little bit, but like you said, it's going to be a bit of a different demo than what you've seen from if you're looking at like a full service CRM or something like that. Primarily because it's an extremely easy software to use. Like it's built to be able to hand off to a new employee day of and be like, yo, here's what you use to document job sites. This is how you do it. 2 steps, boom, boom, boom. Everything else is done from there. So the demo itself, I could stretch it out as long as I need to. But like, honestly, I'll probably just go through just the quick workflow tutorial, kind of give you the theory behind it. And then if we have time at the end, like I can dig a little bit more into, deeper workflows or features and stuff like that. But I'll primarily just hit the stuff that you guys want to see, if that's cool.
Absolutely. So. And my buddy David Flipping is watching, man. I told Dave earlier to tune in tonight because David Flipping, you'll see him in Myrtle Beach. He's actually going to be speaking. He's an amazing dude, man. He's into building relationships. And I talked to you a little bit about this with property managers. We're going to talk about a little bit more about that tonight. But I told Dave, man, you got to tune in because this is going to be something I know he's going to see. He's going to be like, yes, this is the ticket. So, and you did have somebody comment. Jason Thomas says CompanyCam is awesome. Yep. So he uses it and awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. I was just looking.
No, I was just gonna say, like, before we get into any kind of like showing how CompanyCam works, I would just tell everyone this is not a full service CRM. Like, this is not going to be like a full transition from whatever you're using, whether that be Customer Factor or WorkWave. This is a piece to work in conjunction with it. So just keep that in mind as we kind of dig in a little bit. But if you got any other questions, Jamie, we can hit them now. Otherwise, if you want, I can just jump in and do the a quick 10-minute run through.
Yeah, no, we can jump in, but I want to tell everybody here that's watching, man, stay tuned because Mike does have a special offer for. It was for PWMC members, but then we said, you know what? It's going to be for PWMC members and friends. So anybody that's hanging out here with us tonight, man, for taking your time to watching this, he's got something really cool for you guys. So,
yep.
You can go ahead
and anyone that's going to be at the event next week as well, like there'll be some stuff for you there as well. So don't sweat it if you have a buddy that wasn't able to join. There'll be some more stuff like specific for the event. So cool. Well, I might just. You want me to take over here for a couple minutes?
The screen. Yep.
Okay. Cool. You guys can see my screen, okay? Right.
You can now. Yep.
Jamie. Okay, cool. So just to orient you at what you're looking at over here on the left, it's a little small. Let me see if I can pull this over a little bit. Over here on the left. Does that work for you? You think?
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the overlay real fast for you.
Okay.
So it doesn't jam it up a little bit. Let me get rid of the logo. All right, I'll get the logo out of there and I'll get the overlay. So that way I'll give you a little bit more room. So there you go.
Works for me.
Yep.
Awesome. Right. Okay. So just kind of orient you what you're looking at. Over here on the left, this is the CompanyCam Field app on my iPhone. So as we go, I'll be able to take some actual pictures for you guys to kind of show you how this thing works for when you're actually out on job sites. And then over here on the right is the web version of CompanyCam. So more what you might use for like administrative stuff. If you have somebody that's scheduling jobs for you, that sort of stuff. So I'll kind of show you how these two guys hook up as we go. Hold on a second. Okay, cool. We're still good to go.
Yeah, I just put you full screen, Mike. So that we're off the screen now.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'm demoing out a live account. So this is White Castle Roofing Exterior. So this is their people, and they let me just kind of demo so you can see like what some real contractors are doing as far as photo documentation, that sort of stuff. So I'll go ahead and get going though. So general spiel I usually go with is CompanyCam is a photo documentation software for contractors that want to better manage and utilize the photos that they and their people are taking out on job sites. The thing about contracting is you guys are taking a ton of photos, right? For a bunch of different purposes, right? For marketing purposes, liability protection is a big one, right? Making sure you have those before, during, and after photos to cover your ass, right? To get paid if you need proof of work photos or your customer needs to pass those off, right? And ultimately just to better communicate across job sites with each other, communicate with your customer, and that sort of thing. The problem that most contractors run into, service contractors, is that they and their people are taking photos with this guy first and foremost, regardless of where their photos ultimately end up, right? It's with your camera button. And rather than getting to the place they need to go, all those photos go right here into your photo gallery, right? Where they get mixed up with other job site photos, they get mixed up with personal photos, right? And it just creates a couple big inefficiencies. The first is the time it takes you to pull photos off your phone, figure out which of the 20 job sites, that week that you were on, where these photos belong to, and then texting, emailing them, uploading them to your CRM, that sort of stuff. It just takes a lot of time. And then the second big inefficiency is the time between when a photo is taken, with the camera button, and when it actually gets to the people that need to see it, whether that be like owner, whether that be the customer, so on and so forth. So CompanyCam's goal is to automate that whole process, get it all synced up and centralized onto the cloud off of your phone so that you guys have more time to sell, more time to finish jobs, maybe fit in a couple extra appointments at the end of the week. So this is kind of how it works. Like I said, it's 100% cloud-based. So just a couple housekeeping things. First thing you're going to want to do is get all of your people added. So just you, no worries. If you have a couple employees, you'll just want to invite them to your account. You can set permissions to whatever you want. Maybe you don't want to give them full access to your account. That's fine. Either way, once your people are on here, this is kind of the workflow. So like I said, this is White Castle Roofing. So essentially, anytime any one of these people, any of their employees are out on a job site and they're documenting, rather than those photos getting stuck on their phone in real time as they're taking those photos are syncing to their cloud and dropping into the photo feed back in the office. So you can see here, I just took 5, 6, 7, or 8, 9 photos. And in real time, I didn't have to manually accept them. I'm snapping photos across my whole company, right? Down here in the photo feed, everything's there available for me. So every photo that you take, you're gonna get a bunch of data as well automatically. You'll get the name of the project. So maybe the customer, the customer's name. You'll get the address, when the photo was taken, and who took the photo. So which of your employees took it. So the who, what, when, where is always available. A lot of owners, admin will have this open throughout the day or the week just to get an idea of how progress is going, at the customer's job site, and just whether people are actually showing up. So this doesn't give you a ton of organization though, more just like a pretty high level overview. Real organization comes in the form of the project folder feed, or more specifically, just the project folder. So how CompanyCam actually organizes, every photo that you take is by job site or customer, however you want to refer to it. So each unique job site that you guys work will have its own unique, what we call project folder, that'll house all the photos that any of your people have ever taken when they're at that location, all organized by time, day, location. The way that those folders will organize for you, back in the office on the web version is by activity. So as people are out on job sites documenting, those folders will stream to the top. That's probably what you want to look at. But the real magic is when you're actually out in the field, the way that all of those folders are going to organize is by your current GPS location. So I think in this White Castle Roofing account, they have like 50 or 60,000 unique project folders, so unique customers. But for my purposes, when I open up the Field app, the only one that I'm seeing under nearby projects is 1111 H Street in Lincoln, Nebraska, because that's where I'm physically at talking to you guys from right now, right? The theory being, if I need to view photos of the job site, whether it was, a cleaning we did a month ago or last year, it's probably the one that I'm standing on. So here's the whole company's history of documentation at 1111 H Street. But more importantly, right, if I need to document a job site, 100% of the time, it's the one that I'm standing on. So then all I need to do is open up CompanyCam for whatever job site I'm on, that folder will pull up. I just push this blue camera button, and here's Mike's demo project back in the office, right? And I just start documenting, and everything's automatically organized according to the customer, day, time, location, without me having to do any of those steps. It's literally the exact same process as taking photos with your camera button, but now everything else beyond that is automatically organized and documented for you. The last thing to kind of show you is how to set up those folders. You can do it back in the office. We use Google Maps as our overlay on the back end as our main search engine. So you can set up the project when you're back in the office, or let's say you walk out to a brand new customer's house, as simple as hitting create project. It'll GPS sync you. You don't even have to give it a name if you don't want to. Hit create. So 2 clicks, and we have a new folder for that address. About that simple. Nice. Create your folder, take all your photos, everything else is done. And you only have to create that folder once per customer. So if you have like a tech go out, initially create the folder, do all the documentation, another tech comes out 18 months later to do a repeat, that same folder will be there for them. They just use it and document. So that whole process is automated from that point on. So that's the main workflow. 1 or 2 other things to maybe point out to you guys, or just a couple quick features that I see a lot of people use. The first one is the ability to annotate your photos. So jump in, grab whatever photo you need. and add whatever annotation. So circle stuff, this pointer, it's pretty popular for pointing out pre-existing damage, that sort of stuff.
Yes.
Add whatever notes and text you need. All of those annotations are live as well. So as you're adding them, those aren't just relegated to your phone. Those are back in the office as well, and they're fully editable. So if you have somebody that's pretty crappy at doing your annotations, but you get the gist, you can always come in and adjust them however you need to. Outside of that, there's a comment section for each photo. So rather than having your notes in like a piece of paper or in a text chain, you can attach them to the back of any photo. So now you have that context of what's going on, and you have the actual note, and you can actually notify people as well. So you got a brand new tech, he's got a question about what he's looking at on a job site. Rather than making a phone call and sitting there trying to describe what he's looking at for 15 minutes, I'm sure you've had that experience, right? Snap a photo of it, and whoever he notifies will get a push notification on their phone, just like you get a notification from Facebook. So
let me ask you a question about that, Mike. Just so we're
go
clear, so everybody's. So technicians on the job site, and he has his phone, and he's used that on the left. That's CompanyCam, what you're using right there. That's your phone, basically, right?
Yep.
He takes a picture of property, and there's an issue there. Maybe it's a stain that he can't get off, or maybe it's a crack in the siding, or maybe it's whatever it is. He puts that picture, it goes live into your cloud system, right?
Everyone that you've added to your unique company account,
okay, they see
will get that documentation in real time.
And he can write there. He can write right on that photo, right? And you can reply as the boss or whoever it is, office manager can reply and say, yeah, this is the situation, or this is how you proceed, or thank you for letting us know the window's broken so we don't get blamed for it. Guys in this industry know about that stuff. But so it's instant. They actually put that photo, if they type on it, if they circle anything on it, it instantly goes to your other team members. Is what you're saying.
It's all cloud-based. Yep. So everyone in your company will get real-time access to all the documentation across all job sites organized by that job site. Yep.
Nice.
So there's a bunch of further, more in-depth reporting that I could show you as far as tagging, that sort of stuff. I don't want to get too into the weeds on it because we'll be there next week, and you guys can sign up and get the full demo. The last thing that I probably want to show you guys, though, I see a lot of pressure washers enjoy this feature. A lot is our before and after feature.
Yes.
So one of the cool things about CompanyCam is now that you have that full documentation across every job site automated at your fingertips when you're on the job site, now if you want, not only do you have all your before and your during photos, but when you go to take your after photos, if you want, you can load them into our custom template. So let's give an example. Like, let's say I go out to a job site. You'll have to use your imagination, right? But I take a picture of this, this lamp, and my goal is to power wash it, right? At the end of the job, maybe that's 3 hours later, maybe that's the next day, whatever it might be. All I need to do to take a before and after photo is come in, scroll down to those before photos, find whichever ones I want to take an after photo, click it, and then the bottom right corner, this little 3 dots is going to give you your full menu of things you can do with your photos. But if you hit this take after, it'll actually pull up a ghost overlay of that original photo. So now you can perfectly line up your shot with where you were standing maybe 5 hours ago, a couple hours ago.
Yes.
And that's going to pull these into these before and after templates. There's about 50 of them, and there's going to be a refresh coming with some more up-to-date ones. But either way, right from here, you can that photo will save to your account. You will save your before, your after, and your before and after. So if you still need proof of work stuff, you have those. But now look at this. Look at how easy it is to text this to your customer or something like that, right? Just free marketing for your website. You didn't have to load these into any other softwares or anything like that. Like I was showing you before, Jamie, and I'll hit the ways to communicate with your customer. But I just sent myself that photo, boom, in real time. Your guys' logo will be right there, right? And then whatever before and after photo you choose. So really quick and easy ways to get some marketing materials together.
Nice.
So, last couple things to show you. Yeah. Let's hit the questions.
I think you just answered that question. Jack Jordan said, "Can you send pictures and notes to our customers?" And you just answered that.
Yeah.
But I think you're going to touch deeper on that, though.
Yep. Let me get to that right now because there's a couple ways, right? So we've kind of gone through internally like how documentation organization works, but like from that point, what are you typically doing with those photos outside of just using them for internal reference? You're sharing them with your customers. Jamie, you were talking a little bit. You work with customers that need photos for insurance companies, for their roof, that sort of stuff.
Yep.
If you need to interface with your customer, you're not going to want to invite them to your whole account, right?
Nope.
But it's really simple to get photos over to them. All you need to do is jump into whatever project you're trying to share photos from. So let's go Mike's demo project, hit this up arrow, and then it's going to give you the option, I'll pull this up, to share select photos, a timeline, which is just a live updating link to every photo that you've taken on that job site. So customers at work, they get that same kind of feed that you get, or you can share all photos, right? So I have 2,800 photos in my demo project. Not a problem though. And the reason that's not a problem is because you're not just going to be dumping, 1.5 gigabytes of photos onto a customer's text chain or email or something like that, which, as you know, you hit limits, right? You can only send maybe 20 photos in a Gmail email, that sort of stuff. This is actually going to create a unique hyperlink. Couple benefits to this, right? You can send everything in one email or one text. It's not relying on you guys having strong cell service to try and upload photos. You're not sitting there just watching it spin, and it comes really quickly. So I just texted myself like 15 photos or so. I open that up. You'll still give your customer or whoever needs these photos, maybe like an HOA, wants proof of work, that sort of stuff. You still have option to download, but then all your photos numbered as well. They can click right into any of these, scroll through, look at anything. So that's option one. Option two is if you need something a little bit more robust than just a hyperlink, and that's the reporting function. So now that we have everything across these job sites organized, now we're going to want to utilize those photos, right? Beyond just sending a link. And that's where the reports come in. So you grab as many photos as you need. Let's just grab these 33 photos, and you're going to get this green drop down menu. From here, you just hit report, create a report, and that'll pull all of those photos right in our software into a PDF template where you can go through and add whatever notes you need, rearrange the photos, tell whatever story you're trying to tell, set whatever you want as your cover photo. You can add annotations as well right inside of this report. And then when you're done, you can name it whatever you want. So customer name, address, your guys' logo here. So we just took 33 photos in about 10 seconds, pulled them into a PDF. All of them are arranged however you choose. Drop this into an email. This is what your customer will see. You'll have to use your imagination. This is literally just photos of my computer, but imagine this is a full scope before, during, and after of a job site.
Nice.
Boom. And then all those reports save forever under the reports tab. So you can always reference them if a customer needs something in the future. So that's the gist of the software. We could dig in further, but I think that's about what we need to go through.
I think that's a lot of good information right there. And so I mean, you hit a lot, and I told you this the other day when we talked, a lot of pain points. So one of them is the ghost function you just shown. That's an issue in the industry. Everybody's always taking before and after pictures, and they put them online, and then everybody says, "Hey, learn how to line up your photos. Put something on the ground. You want, because we do that. We put stuff on the ground to mark the spot." That's one pain point maybe solve. The other one, I was talking to my buddy Jeremy Brook. He uses the software. He likes it because he has good communication with his employees. Like when his employees are at a job site, he can point out the stuff to them in there. Hey, paying attention to this when I was doing an estimate. And also what he said is if your employee leaves your company, right, they don't then have your phone or whatever with all the photos. All the photos are inside the system. You don't have to worry about trying to get your photos. So it's nice, man. It's really nice. We got some comments here. I'll go through them real fast. Yeah. You still share? You still doing you got other stuff on the screen to share? Or are you done?
I think we're good. I'll stop it. If somebody has a technical question about the software, we can always jump back into it. But
all right, let me see. David Carroll said, roofing, Christmas lights, gutter cleaning, the possibilities are endless. This is really dope. Dave Carroll owns Dope Marketing, so that's why it's dope.
Good branding from the marketing guy.
Yeah. Right? So this song, anybody understands though, like CompanyCam is just from me talking to you and a little bit of research I've done, you guys are not a company that just started yesterday. This is a company that's been servicing contractors, roofing contractors, restoration guys that do insurance work, contractors, right? You guys been around a while doing that?
Yeah, no, we're so the software was originally built in 2014. We started to scale a little bit more in 2015, and since then, I mean, at least like doubled or tripled every year since then. So,
Nice.
I mean, it's like I said, it's an industry agnostic software. The ease of use is crazy, So like, there's not like a 4-month onboarding process. So there's really no barrier to entry. So if documentation's something that's important to you, like, trust me, like, this is your solution. Like, we don't have any competitors in the market. So,
yep. And I did see a comment by my buddy somewhere. My buddy Dave Flipping said he does the same thing I do. I told you this. He uploads his photos in the customer factor. But I think this is a lot easier, 100% easier way. And the other thing, since Dave brought that point up, and I touched with you the other day about this property managers, man. And, that's why I asked Dave to join us tonight to watch this, because he's really big on property managers. He builds relationships, right? This could be like a really, really good tool for property managers for many reasons, many, many reasons. One of them is, you can document anything that's going on, open windows, broken windows, crack siding, damage you see around these properties, because we're dealing with a lot of sometimes renters or different people in general, right? And even me, don't always take pictures of them because it's a pain, man. It clogs my phone up. I got all these pictures and I have to come back and upload them later on, right? This solves that problem. Our technicians can take these pictures, and the other problem it solves is, these residents get notices. Hey, the pressure washers are coming to clean the buildings on such and such date.
I like this one. Yeah.
We put notices out ourselves also, because we don't rely on their emails all the time. And we still get to the properties. And guess what? There's open windows. Nobody's home. So this is awesome, because now we can take a picture of it, right? Of that window. We can put unit 98, right? Bam. That's in the report for the property manager. Unit 98's window was open. That's the reason when unit 98 calls screaming that their building's still there. It's because their window was open. Because right now I do that, but I have to go through notes. My guys send me notes, like text. Hey, this window was open, and I have to go. The property manager will send me an email or text, and I got to go through all these notes to find it. Now it's like instant communication, man. Boom.
Yeah. One thing I don't point out, just because it's a little bit more into the weeds, it's a further, organizational tool inside of there. But I mean, we do have tags as well. So, I mean, you can set up custom tags that'll then allow you to make your photos searchable on the project level. So, you're working a 90 unit, complex or something like that. Somebody's like, hey, these next 10 photos are unit, 55, boom, 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 boom. And then when 55 calls and says, like, he didn't do my stuff, right? Then you can just search that project for those photos for that particular unit. So a little bit more in the weeds, but just realize that there is further capacity within the software to get really nitty gritty with what you're documenting.
Yep.
So.
And it's, and the other positive thing for property managers, and I'm doing a paid class in Myrtle Beach next week on the 10th. So it's before the expo. It's before the main expo. I'm in a bundle of paid classes we're doing. It's me, Raymond Burke, Gene O'Neill, Don Root, and David Carroll. Are doing some paid classes. I'm doing a property manager class, and a lot of that is relationships, man. It's relationships, right? And I try to explain to these guys every time I do one of these classes with property managers that property managers are really extremely busy individuals. Busy. They deal with all day long of residents calling them saying they have, a light out back. This is going on here. That's all they deal with all day long, right? They really like when, you're out in the job site, you're there washing the buildings, and, you're there and you notice there's like a branch going through the roof of the back of the building, right? About to bust it. You snap a picture of that, right? You put a note to the property manager, hey, behind unit so-and-so, the property manager now has that. They don't have to go out there now and look at it and find it, take a picture. They send that to their tree guy, right? Hey, here's a picture of this tree over you and such.
That's so good.
Dude, you're saving time for the property managers, which let me tell you, they love that. So you're going to become their hero. You could become their hero.
Yeah. And I would say like CompanyCam's motto as a company is to provide truth and transparency across all job site, across your entire company, and across the industry, right? So your ability to interface with each other, and exactly what you're saying, having that real-time documentation, even if it's not specific to what you're doing, the ease of use around the software means that you can start helping other people out, even if it's not, if it doesn't pertain directly to you. And to your point, and this whole industry is about relationships, right? And
yep.
Like documentation, photos do a lot of that. No one likes to read a 3-paragraph email. You send them 10 photos, you just save them 10 minutes of time, and especially to what you're saying with property managers, like those guys do not have a lot of time, in the bank. So
nope. That's why they don't like being called. They do a lot of text messaging. They email and text is their preferred communications. You have a question here from Jason Thomas. He wants to know if you are planning on integrating with Jobber.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we're wrapping up a few other integrations, and like I was saying to you, Jamie, like one of the things is that we're always aiming to do is to be that photo solution, for everyone across every CRM, and to that end, we're always trying to plug into as many CRMs as possible. We have a full open API, so if you guys had your own software, we would give you the docs to set it up however you needed to. Specific to Jobber, though, it's on our radar, like more than others, I would say. So I can't give you a time frame on that. I can guarantee you it wouldn't hurt if you like what you see, to go bang on Jobber's door and be like, hey, this is one thing we'd like to see added. So that short answer is it's not there yet, but emails are flying back and forth.
Nice. I just put the link up, guys. It should be clickable. I'm just getting on my phone now to make sure it's clickable, but it's not showing on my phone yet. But if not, I'll put it up later.
Jamie, am I allowed to drop a link? Because it seems like there's a couple questions coming in around integrations. So I might just drop this in there. How do I comment? Not very good for the software.
So look up on the right-hand side. It should be a button that says comments. Do you see that anywhere?
Mm-hmm. And I have it, but I'm not seeing anywhere that allows me to comment.
There should be a chat button somewhere for you. I've never been on that side of the software. I've never been on that side.
Okay, let's just do this. If you go to CompanyCam.com, it'll be part of the link that we'll send out at the end. Under resources, there's a link to the full suite of all of our integrations. So like a Salesforce House Call Pro will be coming later this year. I see some people across the industry use that. Workies is another popular one that I see. So feel free to shop around if you want. And then we are on Zapier as well. So if you are looking to plug in Jobber and CompanyCam, you can do it through the third-party Zapier, which is very simple to set up as well.
Yep, it is.
Yep.
Let me see. I put the comment. I don't know if it's going to show up. I did drop the link up there. It's right there. So hopefully it's clickable. They have a special offer for you guys. So, if you are watching this video, you guys can click that link and they have a special offer. And, man, I looked at this system. It's like really, really reasonable. Like I was expecting with all the stuff it did, I'm like, oh, that's going to be expensive, man. But I was really surprisingly shocked. I was like, dude.
Yep. Yeah, our goal as a software is to be ubiquitous, right? Not to break the bank. We're all about adding customers, not revenue. I mean, revenue comes along with that, but I mean, again, our goal in the industry was built. The software was built by contractors for contractors, specifically to fix that piece around trust issues, communication, having to fight with your customers, over documentation, because you can't find a photo and they weren't in their backyard 2 weeks ago and they didn't realize that the siding was chipped, that sort of thing. So,
yep, that's the reason why, man. A lot of us preach pre-inspections. because sometimes you get blamed for things you did not do. And it's not always because the customer wants to scam you. It's because the customer doesn't look at their house the same way they're going to look at it after you wash it. You wash the house, now they're looking at everything. And they're like, oh, wait a minute. You broke my siding.
Yep.
So, and the one thing that I like, and I told you about this all day, is the ability for your technicians to, and even owners that should be doing this also, electrical outlets and stuff should all be taped off. There's things you need to do, before you wash your house.
Yeah.
Capturing photos of those, proving it was done. And I'm not saying to prove it's done in case something does happen to fight anything. I'm saying for your relationship with your employee, right? Your employee does a house and the socket burns. And your first thing is like, you didn't tape that outlet up, right? And you're upset, right? With this, like you can see, have your employees get into the habit of just taking those photos because it takes a second now, right? It's not a big deal. And you have it all there.
Unlimited storage too. They're not stuck on your phone.
Yep, not stuck on your phone, and it's all documented. And I really like that. I like those features a lot. And that's why we're going to use it. And we're going to implement a lot of that stuff in our company. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited. And we do a lot of foreclosures. It was foreclosures we do a lot of. And they require before, action, and after pictures. I have not been paid by banks before on projects because we used to do a lot of them, And if you don't have one of those photos out of sequence, they want before of every side of the house, all four sides. They want action during all four sides, and they want after all four sides, right? You can give them 4 sides of before, 4 pictures of before, 3 sides, 3 pictures of action, and 4 of after, and guess what? They're going to be like, you don't have action picture of this side. And we're like, well, it's not green anymore, so obviously it's no.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool, man, because you can see it all right there. It's easy, and it's not you can see it in real time, Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I keep hammering it, but it's the reason that CompanyCam is so successful is we're not changing your workflow at all. Like if your workflow is to take photos with your camera button, and then when you get a minute, pull those out, put them into Customer Factor, that sort of stuff. It's the exact same process. The only extra step is click to set up your folder. From that point, it's the same. Like there's no learning curve to this. And the beauty of that then is once your guys know that as soon as they take their photo, everything else is done from that point on, documentation becomes a lot easier for them to do. And in my experience, just working for CompanyCam for quite a while, you tend to see your people get a lot better at documenting very quickly. So,
yep, this is a lot easier. It is. And it's a pain, man, having guys take pictures and then text them to you, or it's just. I find myself, man, I'll text them. I'll be like, hey, I need those pictures. All right, I'm going to do it right now. Then, half hour goes by. Hey, I need those pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's kind of like they take the pictures. I have the pictures. Yeah. Yep. No more doing that. So it's pretty cool, man. And here's the link again, because the link does work, somebody said, so I'll post it again.
Yeah. It'd be a bummer if that didn't.
No, it works. Somebody commented that the link works right here. They said the link works. So you guys click that link, man. You're going to see a special offer that CompanyCam is doing for you guys. Yep. Check it out.
So typical onboarding, just to give you guys an idea, you'll get preferred onboarding. So you'll get an email or two. If you want, you can schedule out a live demo. We give you an initial 14-day free trial. The discount that I attached for everyone here is an additional 30 days on top of that. So you'll get plenty of time to field test the app on our dime before you ever have to make any sort of decision about purchasing. If you decide at the end of your trial, this isn't for us, it doesn't tend to be the case, but if that is the case, you can take everything with you. We don't hold any of your data hostage. So use it as much as you need to. Move on if you find somebody else you like. So
yep.
So we've got a question here.
I know guys.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah,
it's valuable, man. It's valuable, Flip. It's valuable. And you can Flip, you can write notes right there in the picture form. Like you don't have to do a separate note, man. That's what I like about it. It's like you can put a note right there in that picture, like, and he's going to see it and that's pretty cool. It is really cool.
And again, like that's what those reports are for. If you're needing to build out like a robust like estimate, something like that, where you're taking your photos and adding like your notes, explanations of why we arrived here. Right? We might not be the cheapest, but we're going to do X, Y, and Z to your house. Like you have that actual documentation plus your notes describing what's going on tends to go a long way. Like I guarantee you, there's not other people in the industry that are providing that level of transparency to each one of their estimates, photos plus information. So,
yeah, people love information, man. Absolutely. And if you guys have any questions, man, fire away. If you guys have any questions for Mike, hit him up. He's here to answer. He's not afraid to answer questions.
Yep. Like I said at the beginning of this, the software itself is pretty simple, so I'm basically out of content at this point. We could riff as long as we need to or not.
I mean, I recommend. I mean, hey, guys, jump on there now. That link, they get the free trial. They get set up, and then when they come to Myrtle Beach, if you have any questions, you can just track Mike down because Mike's going to be there.
Yeah, I'll make sure to bring some extra gear. You guys show up and be like, "Shit, yeah, I downloaded CompanyCam. I've been field testing it over the last week. I'll make sure to give you some stuff." So if nothing else, I might buy you a drink or something. So I think it'll be me and one of my buddies, one of my coworkers out there. So we should be able to answer all your questions without having to, So
yeah, that'd be pretty good, man. It's really good platform, and I think it's going to help a lot of guys out, man. That's why I said we got to go live with it and talk about it. I know some guys, Bobby Walker commented, he's been using it for a little while. He commented up top here. He's been using it for a few months, and he loves it. And Bobby's a big system guy. He likes systems. So that's really cool, man. I think a lot of people are going to find out when they try this. It's going to solve a lot of pain points, man. A lot of pain points. And that's what I like. Let me see. Anybody have any questions for Flip's tracking down in Myrtle Beach?
Absolutely, Flip. I'm excited to meet you. Yeah. Jamie had said you were going to be speaking, so maybe I'll track you down first. Just look for anybody wearing a CompanyCam shirt. So
CompanyCam. Track the CompanyCam guys down. All right, we'll give it a minute to see if you guys have any questions. If not, we'll get out of here, man. And we'll give you guys a minute to see if you think of anything. But I think it's pretty easy, man. Take pictures, dude. You can send text out to your customers. You can do PDFs, like touch buttons. It's pretty cool.
Great project. Take photos. Everything else is done. That's the demo in 5 seconds. So
Matthew has it also. He said it was shocking the first time he used it. His wife took a picture, and I could see it on my phone instantly on the other side of the house. So it's kind of like the walkie-talkie of the pictures, man. Right? We're walkie-talkie pictures. Ba-ching, ba-ching.
Yep.
That is cool.
So, good question. So we do offer like a freemium model, which is basically just like an extended trial for us. Like we don't want you to hit it's an app, right? You're gonna you download apps all the time, right? So maybe you download CompanyCam and you forget to to field test it. We don't want you to be limited by like a time. Rather we want to give you like a limit. So we give you the first 50 projects, so 50 customers on our dime. You do get quite a few. You get a decent chunk of features ripped out. You don't have access to video, for example. So with CompanyCam Pro, you have unlimited video, unlimited projects, as many users as you need to. But yeah, so it's not 53 a month. The first 50 projects are on us, though.
After that, the premium one, the pro one is what? How much a month? I mean, it's
So it's 19 a month per user. No contract associated with that. Like I said, cancel anytime. Take everything with you. We'll hold your stuff for at least a year. If you do cancel, like seasonal, you're done for a couple months. Your account will still be there for you when you come back.
Yeah, so you really can't beat that. I mean, that's really a good price, and to make our job so much easier, it's worth it's worth $20.
It's worth investigating.
If you got free food, whatever it is. But yeah, it's definitely worth it, 100%. Somebody's hit me on Voxer right now. That's Jeremy Brook. He's a comedian. he's a user also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He said.
Yeah, I mean,
he said that Jamie Schmidt has "I love CompanyCam" on his buy stat. Dude, Jeremy, I didn't even start using it yet, man. I love the
Jamie,
features.
I do have a pretty robust marketing budget, so if you do want to get a CompanyCam tattoo, I'd be more than willing to go halvesies with you. So.
No, man, not get a CompanyCam tattoo, man. Look, I got a pressure washing motivation tattoo right there, so I'm.
Hell yeah.
I'm not getting a CompanyCam tattoo though. I think Bobby Walker might get one though. He might get one in Myrtle Beach. He might take you up on that, man. We have to get with Bobby and see if he'll do it. He'll get one. It'd be like an advertisement, man. You guys can give him like a royalty every month for the tattoo.
You bet.
I think he'd be down with it. Yeah, I told you he's down. Dude, free tattoos, Bobby will do it, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep.
All right, guys. I don't see any questions. So hey, I'll put the link one more time so it's right here in the bottom for you guys. Go ahead and go get your free trial. Check it out, test it, test drive it, see if you like it. If you're coming to Myrtle Beach, check out the CompanyCam guys. They're going to be there. Ask them questions, man. Show them. He just made a little thing out there that says if you get it and you use it, bring it to the show and show them some stuff, and he might give you some swag. So.
Absolutely,
dude. Everybody loves swag, so especially
they're comfortable
swag.
T-shirts. They're comfortable T-shirts. So, yeah, come on out. Hell yeah, Flip.
Dave, me and you me and Dave think alike, man. Because I've been like ever since you had the first phone conversation, I was like, dude, we gotta get this thing. I've been thinking about all kinds of ideas how this will help us.
Yep. Michael Brady says video or photo. Pro version has video. So yeah, like you'll get the full when you start. You'll get the full trial. So yeah, you'll have access to video. We clip videos at 20 seconds. For now, we're investigating a minute. Our initial thinking was, if you're like the owner of a company or you're a customer, you probably don't want to get a 20-minute video, right? That doesn't really help anybody. It takes 20 minutes to watch it, but so 20-minute clips for upload speed, that sort of stuff. But you have unlimited of it. So you can add notes and everything to those as well. So good question.
Nice. Good stuff, man. I don't think we have any more questions. So yeah, that's it.
We almost got to an hour. So
I know you did tell me. You're like, man, dude, this thing is like pretty simple. There's a lot more stuff though there, but that you can do. Like, but
ease of use, very powerful though.
Yes,
very powerful. So
I think that's what a lot of people will really enjoy, man. It's ease of use is definitely always a plus in my mind. So I'm excited, and I'm gonna probably.
And you're gonna drop this video again into the Facebook group as well, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'll monitor those comments. If I see anything else come in, I'll make sure to hit you guys up. Otherwise, yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I'm really excited to meet all you guys in person.
Yeah, after we hang up, Mike,
and now it's yep.
Because I got to get after we get this off, I'm going to get you in the Facebook group. Matter of fact, so stay on for a second.
I like where Flip's head's at though.
That's where I'm going too, Flip. I know.
Let's go watch some Embiid Simmons.
Yep.
Or I
just downloaded it. Okay, cool, man. All right. Well, we see you guys. We will see you next week, man, and we will see you next week. And wait, you got a question?
Yep.
Can we delay the free trial? Well, he's giving you the special offers 14 days plus 30. So it's
Lionel, I would tell you, just you'll if you sign up, you're gonna get an email probably from somebody. Just respond to that and just kind of explain the situation. Like our reps are pretty chill. So
he's seasonal, so he's in a cold area.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
Seasonal, so.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, he'll take care of you, Lionel. Lionel's a good dude. He'll be in Myrtle Beach too. So all these guys, man, are gonna be in Myrtle Beach. I see popping up here.
We'll be good.
A lot of guys are saying they can't see their comments. I don't know. Facebook, man. Somebody's boxing me, but something that's just Facebook. Facebook does its thing. All right, guys, we're out of here, and see you guys in Myrtle Beach, man. Get your free trial, download it, start testing it, play with it, take some pictures around the house, whatever you want to do, and see how it works. And we will see you in Myrtle Beach. Peace out.
Have a great week, guys. Travel safe.